Hi there, Coach Patrick McCran here from Marathon Nation, home of the Smarter, Faster Runner. And I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about what we're doing here. This is a new project, which is a weekly coach update. We have a survey on the site where you can go ahead and put up some questions. Let us know things that you're interested in learning more about, and we'll answer them here in video podcast form. Okay, so today's question is about the treadmill. How do you warm up on a treadmill? Everyone knows that this winter, the winter of 2013-2014, has just been the winter from capital H-E-L-L. There's been snow all the time. I just saw my grass yesterday for the first time, and I look outside the window, and we got like 4 more inches of snow today. And I live in Rhode Island. I don't even live in Manitoba, or a place where you perhaps would expect lots of snow, like Breckenridge. Nope, I live in Rhode Island. So you most likely are also facing some unique and crazy conditions for the winter. And so you'd be forced inside. And when you're inside, then you're running on a treadmill. And when you're running on a treadmill, there's a couple key things that I want you to think about. And today I'm going to talk specifically about the warm-up. I think this is a fantastic question. When you get inside to the gym, there's a lot of different things going on. You're trying to find the right treadmill. There's, good treadmills, not so good treadmills. There's treadmills in front of TVs, treadmills in front of windows. There's treadmills with nobody on them, next to scary people. There's treadmills next to really fast people that you don't want to run on. There's a lot coming at you. Not to mention, your workout time that you had to run, which is, say you had an hour and a half to get your workout and shower in. Now that you have to drive to the gym and do the workout and come out, all of a sudden everything's been compressed. So it's very tempting to jump on that treadmill and just hit go and up, and start running as fast as you can until you have to get off the treadmill. That is not how you want to work. And the number one reason why we don't want to do that is because your gait on a treadmill is fundamentally different than it is on the road. Specifically, you overload your hamstrings on a treadmill. The majority of the work that you're doing is really pulling your leg along on that treadmill, whereas on the open road, you are effectively pushing yourself forward because the road is stationary and you are moving. In this case, you are stationary and the road is moving. It's still a workout, but it does overemphasize the hamstrings and can make things a little difficult if you're not careful and mindful about how you're going to be handling yourself as you go through your workout. So here's the warm-up that I'd like you to do. First things first, when you get into the gym, and you're scoping out your treadmill, you find your treadmill, okay? When you get on the treadmill, I'd like you to walk, okay? And it's hard to do, I know you don't want to do it, but get your grade in. So whether you're a 0.5% or 1%, I recommend ideally 1% grade on the treadmill to sort of simulate the open road. Get your 1% grade on that treadmill and then dial in the speed. I usually put it up to about 2 miles an hour. Which is a 30-minute mile, which is very, very doable for people. So get out there, put in that speed, and go ahead and start walking. Okay, we just want to get the blood flowing, etc. You've been in your car, you've been in the locker room, whatever you've been doing. So now we want to kind of dial in that heart rate, and I want you to walk for about 2 or 3 minutes like that. Okay, then we're going to bump that speed up, and for me, the speed from 2 miles an hour to the next level of the warm-up for the final 2 minutes of this warm-up is 3.3 miles an hour. That's a pretty brisk walk for me. So in the first 3 minutes, I'm putting my music on, I'm checking my food and water and all that stuff, making sure my locker key's okay, getting everything else organized, the fans, whatever else I want. Then the next 2 minutes are a very brisk walk for me. And in fact, sometimes I'll even move the incline up. I won't go any faster, but I may move the incline up a little bit more to get a little more blood flowing in the system. So my warm-up now has been about 5 minutes of easy walking to brisk walking. I've got the blood flowing, my muscles are stretched out. Okay, I stop the treadmill for a second, step off the back, and I stretch my hamstrings. I don't leave the treadmill. You don't want to leave your treadmill because if you're at a busy gym, you may not get that treadmill back. So I stand on the back, just off the back of that treadmill. I put my heel down, a straight leg, hamstring stretch, bend over. Just feel the, tilt the pelvis, feel the stretch of my hamstring. Don't need to touch your toe, but get a good hamstring stretch. Do it on both sides. Get back on the treadmill. Do a nice quadricep stretch. You can, bring your heel up to your butt. Hold that heel, so you're holding your heel against your butt and pushing that pelvis forward again, getting a nice stretch in the front of the hip flexor area and the quadriceps as well. And then also do a slight hamstring stretch. You can ideally do that off the side of your treadmill if you have room. Or if you're standing on the treadmill, you can just do a bent-legged calf stretch as well. Either way, we're going to stretch hamstrings, quads, and calves before we get going. Now, 5 minutes plus your stretching done, you are ready to actually start your warm-up of your real workout. And in this case, for example, if your workout is, my most common workout is 2 by 1 mile at my threshold pace. In that case, I've got about 10 or 15 minutes worth of running where I start off at a comfortable pace and build myself up before I begin my interval process. It's hard. I understand it's hard for you to take the time to build in that warm-up, but guaranteed that warm-up is going to be a huge part of what you do to make sure that your workout is the best it can be. Every workout has training stress. That's the function of that workout, and how you handle that stress, the absorption of that stress, is what yields the fitness that you want, okay? If you shock your body with too much work too soon, your body will respond in a way that doesn't allow you to build the fitness that you want for the long term. So while you may be thinking about today's workout and you got to get it done in 45 minutes instead of an hour, and you're freaking out and you're trying to jam that workout in that shorter window, I, as your coach, as your advisor, I want you still training in 3 months. I don't want a hamstring injury. I don't want a calf pull. I don't want a quad strain. I want you training in 2 or 3 months. And that means taking the time now when you're indoors to be careful. And this is especially true for people who are either chronically indoors, you're indoors all the time in the winter, or if you are someone who has just transitioned indoors for this one session because the weather outside is so extreme. So either way, make sure that you are comfortable with your warm-up and that you are fully ready, 100% ready, to begin that actual workout by taking the time at the start of your workout for that easy 5-minute start. This is Coach Patrick from Marathon Nation, home of the Smarter, Faster Runner. Thanks so much for tuning in. Come back next week for another tip. Take care. I'll see you guys online at marathonnation.us.